Hola! My name's Lisa, and welcome to the Piñata Story. I wrote this book so that children everywhere could learn the real meaning of the piñata. I love piñatas. Have you ever had one at your birthday party? I have, and they're so much fun. Have you ever wondered what the candy inside really represents and why we break a piñata? Well, let's find out when I read to you the Piñata Story.
Welcome to the Piñata Story, written by Lisa and Michelle Zajur, illustrated by Samita Mobayed Murray. In a small town in Mexico that is called a pueblo. Can you say pueblo? That means town. Lived a small boy named Pepe who was very simpático. Can you say simpático? That means nice. Pepe swept, cleaned his room, and did many chores each day. Even would put his juguetes away. Can you say juguetes? That means toys. Pepe was a good listener most of the time, and Papa thought this was very fine. Can you say Papa? That means father. Until the time Pepe said, I do not want to go to bed. His mama told him to get into his cama. Pepe simply said, I don't wanna. Can you say mama? That means mother. Can you say cama? That means bed. Oh no, said Papa. How can I figure out a way to help Pepe be a good listener and obey? Papa and Mama decided to go to the iglesia and pray. Can you say iglesia? That means church. They prayed to Dios for wisdom from up above to help Pepe learn to obey and love. Can you say Dios? That means God. Walking back to their casa, Papa was thinking it through, when suddenly Papa looked up and said, Gracias. I know what to do. Can you say casa? That means house. Can you say gracias? That means thank you. Papa's idea involved a clay pot. He went to el mercado and an olla was bought. Can you say el mercado? That means market. Can you say olla? That means fragile clay pot. Papa thought about how many shapes there are and decided to make the olla look just like a star. Papa took the olla and began to decorate it with los colores. Can you say los colores? That means colors. Let's try to learn some colors now. Can you say azul? That means blue. Can you say verde? That means green. Can you say anaranjado? That means orange. Can you say amarillo? That means yellow. Can you say morado? That means purple. Papa called his olla a piñata, which means fragile pot. Pepe thought it was amazing and wanted it a lot. Can you say piñata? That means fragile pot. Papa filled the piñata with dulces, which are candy treats that he knew Pepe would like to eat. Can you say dulces? That means candy. The grand fiesta was coming near, and Papa wanted to make his message clear. He said, Pepe, my boy, you bring me such joy. But you must learn to be a good listener to your parents each day, even when you would rather have fun and play. Can you say fiesta? That means party. Papa said, now, Pepe, you will hear an explanation about how this piñata represents temptation. The piñata, with all of its bright colors, makes us want it a lot, reminding us that we could be tempted by things we might want to have or do and know we should not. Papa continued to explain. With this piñata, we will play a game. A blindfold is placed over your ojos, and a stick you will be given to remind you that by blind faith you must be driven. Using the stick, hit the piñata with all of your might to remind you to say no to temptation and do what is right. Can you say ojos? That means eyes. Then Papa said, let the fiesta begin. He hung the piñata up with a cord and told Pepe, if you break the piñata, the dulces inside will be your reward. Can you say dulces? That means candy. Pepe broke the piñata and the dulces tumbled out. He was so feliz he began to saltar and shout. Can you say dulces? That means candy. Can you say feliz? That means happy. Can you say saltar? That means to jump. The treats inside a piñata are delicioso and taste good, just like the rewards you will receive if you're a good listener each day and do the things you should. Can you say delicioso? That means delicious. Now, when Pepe sees a piñata, it reminds him to do what he oughta. I hope you enjoyed the piñata story, boys and girls. The piñata story also includes so many fun ways to learn Spanish. You can learn them in the book through tips to sounding out the words in Spanish, through the bilingual glossary that has words in Spanish and English. It even has a fun way to learn how to make a traditional piñata, and also the piñata song. And finally, it's a really fun interactive learning book for the whole family. If you'd like to purchase your own copy of the Piñata Story book, you can do that and purchase it at mascotbooks.com, amazon.com, or barnesandnoble.com. Thank you for listening to the Piñata story. I really love sharing it with you. And tune in next week for another language learning session. Adios!
Well, I hope you enjoyed learning about the piñata. It's such a fun story, and Pepe really learned his lesson. And I hope you'll remember to be a good listener to your parents each day. And if you like the book and you want to have your mom and dad read it to you or have it for yourself at home, you can order it at casamosaic.com. Next time we get together, we're going to practice some of the Spanish words and English words that we learned throughout the story.